Should you check on your man? Should you check on him that he is behaving correctly, isn't flirting with other women, doesn't pursue them, or even cheat on you? Hello, my name is Greta Bereisaite. I'm dating and relationship coach for women. For the awesome high-value woman secrets, subscribe to my channel and hit the bell to be notified when I upload new videos every Wednesday and Sunday. And if you like any of my hoodies, you can get it in my YouTube store. If you would like to find out are you a woman of low value or high value, why don't you take my free self-awareness test, which I will drop down in the video description box below. So in this video, me and my team will give you 6 ways how you should behave with your man and how to keep him in check. First way, should you check his phone? Checking a man's phone shows that you do not trust him. And if he finds out that you actually checked his phone, it will make you look really insecure. Also, there are so many apps to use if you want to know that someone checked your phone. And those apps even show what exactly was being checked on your phone. Sometimes men on purpose leave something on their phone that looks suspicious, just to see will you check it and will you react on it. Which one shows that you don't trust him and you're spying on him. When you do not trust the man but you're still with him, it makes you look like a woman with very, very little self-worth, which in return turns your guy off.
Number 2. Should you ask him where he is, who he's with? Ladies, listen up. When you do things like this, that shows, first of all, you don't trust him. You don't trust that he might be with another girl, maybe doing something that you don't approve of. Guys want to know that you trust them. If they don't feel like you trust them, then they might figure, well, she doesn't trust me. Might as well live it up while I got the time. It also shows the guy that you're controlling, which makes him feel suffocated in a relationship. When a man feels suffocated in a relationship, he doesn't feel like he can be himself. Men value their freedom above almost anything else. And a lot of the reason why guys will tell you often that they don't want to get into a relationship is for this reason. They want to keep their freedom. Maybe they've been in relationships before where their freedom was taken away by the woman who was very controlling, demanding, and also didn't trust them to go out and have fun and do their own thing and kind of cut loose every once in a while on their own terms. Men value and love it when women have their own lives and the man doesn't need to be checking in with her every second while he's at work. Maybe he's at school, during class. He doesn't need to check in with you all the time. The man should be the one asking you what you're doing. Who are you with? This shows that they care about you. That's how it should be, ladies, not the other way around. I'll give you an example. There was a girl whose boyfriend was going to have a night with his boys, and he had made plans with her to have a date the next day. I think this was a Friday, and he said, on Saturday, it's going to be me and you, babe. Then he went out with his boys. They had fun. She was calling, texting him all night. Where are you? Who are you with? What are you doing? Where are you? Why aren't you responding? Then she called and called and called him. He got so annoyed with her. He never even responded to any of her calls or texts. Then the next day, he finally responded back to her and he said, hey, I decided I'm going to have a long weekend with my guys and I'll see you soon. And she showed up at his place, saw all the guys there sleeping it off, and she got so mad. She went crazy in front of all these guys. And then the next day, he didn't respond to her texts or anything like that. One day later, he broke up with her. If you're constantly checking up on your guy and asking him questions, this is a major turnoff.
So, in the age of social media, we get asked this question a lot as coaches, and basically, it has everything to do with I saw he was liking this girl's picture. I saw that he hasn't shared our relationship status. I saw that he hasn't, he hasn't shared our pictures online. We get asked these kind of questions all the time, and basically, all it comes down to is a woman stalking a man's Facebook or his Instagram or his social media account, whether she's his girlfriend, his wife, or just somebody he's dating, or even not dating anymore, maybe he's an ex. Well, she will go onto his social media and she's gonna try and find out all the information that she can about him. And this is very counterproductive to any relationship because it leaves so much space for misinformation, it leaves so much space for manipulation, it leaves so much space for things that don't even they might not even be real, but you're going to think they're real because they're online. So say for example he goes online and he knows that you've been checking his social media and watching his stories, and he posts a story, or he tags a girl into his story who maybe is his cousin, maybe it's his second cousin removed, but he's gonna tag her in it because he knows you're watching it, and then you're gonna act emotional and you're gonna message him and you're gonna come across as crazy. Or maybe he's liked a girl's picture on Instagram that you think is very, very pretty, and she has, specific types of clothes on, or you don't feel like she's an appropriate woman that he should be liking. Well, that's gonna annoy you, and it's gonna make you insecure, and you're gonna act emotional again. So if you want to maintain emotional control and have a high level of emotional control, removing social media is a fantastic thing to do, and we highly recommend it. Is where I'm not saying close down your accounts, I'm just saying remove your access from his social media. Don't be stalking him, don't be checking him. If better yet, don't even add him to begin with. If you've added him, mute him so you can't see what he's doing and he can't see what you're doing, because it's a great way to test relationship boundaries and to cause a lot of misinformation.
Number 4, has he changed the way he's been treating you lately? Maybe it's time to reflect on whether you've been acting a little low value recently. Maybe when you first met him, you had your own life. You weren't trying to get into a relationship with him, or you weren't showing him how great you would be as a girlfriend. You probably weren't putting him on a pedestal. Did you do any of those things since then? Did you start maybe being a little bit lax with your boundaries? Maybe you're seeing him at the last minute more often than not. Maybe you're answering his text right away every time, answering that phone call right on the first ring. Ladies, when a guy starts slowing down his priority with you, it's always time to reflect on yourself and think, am I acting the way I was in the beginning of the relationship? At the beginning of the relationship, you were a challenge. Things were going great. But then maybe you started wearing your heart on your sleeve. Maybe you got crazy and lost your emotional control. Look back and find out where you made the mistakes and try to correct them. Men typically stay the same throughout the relationship, but women very often catch themselves trying to impress the guy in the way that they think the man wants you to act, but really he wants you to stay the same way as when he met you, high value, with boundaries and standards. But sometimes we feel like we should be trying to impress them. Let me give you an example. There was one lady who always saw her boyfriend on dates. He took her out. She was high value. He would ask her to a nice date in advance. Everything was fine. But then he started saying things like, hon, I can't really take you out on that date because I have to work late. So how about I stop over after work at 11 p.m. and we'll just hang out for a little bit. Once in a while, she would do it. It wasn't long until he totally stopped planning any dates and only would come over late at night because she allowed it. Only seeing her late at night was good enough for him, but it wasn't good enough for her. He lost a little bit of attraction for her, and he also didn't feel like he needed to step up to impress her. He was definitely taking her for granted. Once she realized this, she knocked him off that pedestal in her mind, and she went back to the way she was at the beginning of the relationship when he fell for her, which is exactly what you ladies need to think about.
So as I was mentioning before about the social media and not checking on his social media, my next point is also leading on from that, and this has basically to do with the fact that if you are checking his social media, if you are checking his phone, you have way too much time on your hands. And you should be spending this time where you're obsessing over a guy and what he's doing and what he's not doing, spending that time and energy on yourself. Because a woman who is high value has a lot of self-respect, she has a lot of self-love. She's not going to spend that time trying to hurt herself, trying to find red flags, trying to find things that she can, pick on a guy on and act crazy and emotional and irrational over. She's going to be investing that time into herself, in being productive, in doing something that she enjoys, in spending time with friends and family, in, life is short, enjoying her hobbies, enjoying something to do with her work, finding a new hobby, traveling. She's going to spend time doing this. She's not going to spend time looking at a man's social media, checking his phone, or doing any of that, because you know what? She has better things to do. So as a high value woman, I highly recommend you get offline of his accounts and start doing your own thing. Invest in yourself.
Number 6, don't stalk him, but do not ignore the red flags. Do not waste your precious time looking for the needle in the haystack, but if there is one, let it come out by itself. So here are some red flags to watch out for. Perhaps he started to stay late at work, he doesn't want to spend the weekend with you, he's always busy, but he doesn't give you the details who he is busy with. He stops being attentive towards you. He doesn't care what your day has been like. He starts to pick on you. He starts to look down on you. He starts to create fights with you and blames you for everything. He starts to act arrogant. And if you're married and he has been very sexually active with you, now suddenly he does not want to have sex with you at all. You get into an argument, he gets very defensive and very aggressive as he has a lot to hide. These are the serious red flags that he is going behind your back. If a man behaves like this, you still don't need to waste your time stalking him. This is absolutely inappropriate behavior for which you should break up with him. Yet also you must check in with yourself why there was so much attraction that has been lost from his side towards you. For this, I have a great video which I would recommend you to watch, which is called Are You a Woman of High Value or Low Value? I will drop a link to it in the video description box below. So ladies, thank you so much for watching. If you like this video, please press like. Let us know in the comments below what did you think. Join my free Facebook group which is called Greta's High Value Woman School. Follow me on my Instagram which is called Ladies Relationship Coach. And for one-on-one coaching with me or a member of my team, book it through my website which is called gretabereisaite.com. And if you would like to know how to stay attractive via text, games men play on women, how to control your emotions, how to get your ex back, or how to love yourself, I have all of these videos for sale on my website gretabereisaite.com, and I will put a link on how to get it as a pinned comment under this video. Thank you for watching, my queens. Kisses from Dorset. Mwah.